All right, we'll let some people come in.
Is Paige going to still do our intro because he's so terrible at it?
I think you do his little guest spot as the intro.
Yeah, come on, Paige.
What is up,
Oh, gosh.
everybody? Welcome to Jammers in the Rough. This week, we have a special episode for you. We have the absolute worst, just filth of Cody Waldron. We have Josh just thinking around winter. We have Dallas, Nick Dickerson, Garber. I will not be here, unfortunately. I'm being replaced today by lovely CH Sports host Colin Hayden. Boom.
What is up, guys? All right, you know what? Let's start. Let's start with Dallas. Dallas, what you been up to? What's new?
What's new?
Mm-hmm.
Not much new. School just started. I guess that's the only thing.
Got a
So
pair of
Brady went now.
sunglasses, wants to show them off live.
And a tie.
And a tie. Look at him.
Yeah, he dressed up for this.
He just got done delivering papers to Charles Dickens.
What grade you in now, Dallas?
10th, sophomore.
10th grade and still able to whoop Paige at disc golf. I love it. I love it. So you been playing much disc golf lately?
I mean, I say it's little for me, but that's still like every single day.
Yeah.
I would say they're more practice rounds than like just throwing around. I've been putting a lot recently. We just got a basket at my grandpa's house, and so I was there earlier today putting.
Nice.
Yeah.
You trying out anything new, like trying to adjust your game? What's your focus on right now?
For some reason, I have not been able to putt from 15 to 10 feet recently. And so I'm trying to work on like kind of a more push putt from that distance to keep it in line with the basket.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm like inconsistent from like 5 feet out, so I've been working on that. All right, what about you, Colin? What you been up to? What's new with CH Sports?
That's
I hear ya.
deep. Yeah.
Some power.
This is what happens when Paige is even in the vicinity. He ruins things.
Oh, we got him back. We got him back.
No.
No, he's out.
And he's gone.
He bounced.
He's
Yeah,
gone.
he's got that Page mentality where he just bounces out for no reason at all. So we're back to you, Dallas. Mr.
What,
Dapper.
Dallas, what putter are you running right now?
Putter, Warden. Been putting Wardens for like 2 years.
Yes. Have you tried the EMAC Judge?
Don't like it.
Why? I mean, aren't they pretty similar? Because I use EMAC Judges, and I thought about Wardens because they're pretty close, right?
What I have heard is the Judge is a Warden with a bead. Same exact mold. Yeah. So I just don't like beads. That's the main thing.
Yeah, like the one. So this is my EMAC. It's like disappeared at this point. It's teeny tiny. I started out with Judges, but I don't like a bead either. And so when these came out, I was like, all right, I'll try. But Wardens, they feel good too.
Do you guys putt with your finger underneath the lip or on the side of the disc?
Can you get me a putter? Thank you.
Do you do the Calvin Heimberg, like to hide your eyes and then do it?
Yeah, see, like my putting problem is I putt like this.
What?
No, I don't. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was gonna say, what kind of animal?
Okay, so you're on the lip of it. Yeah. Okay. So I can see why a bead could be uncomfortable with that.
Do you putt with a bead, Josh?
Yeah. But I putt with my.
Are you Muses?
Like, I mean, I'm just holding a disc right now. But
wait, I know. It looks like a Halo Sphinx.
It is.
Yeah.
Good call, man. That's a good guess right there.
Yeah.
So have you made any big changes in your bag, Dallas?
Well, I made a big change yesterday. Lost 4 of my go-to drivers. So that's a big change.
Where at?
Trojan, of all places. Yeah.
That place eats this up.
One of the discs I lost was on 16. I threw a
Uh-huh.
lefty shot and went onto the road.
A lefty shot. Okay. Are you throwing lefty now?
Yeah, I'm getting to like 300 ish on a good shot.
What?
I mean, that's a smart way to go about it, though. Is, you dial in that left hand, so you can do a lot of damage being able to do both. How long have you been doing that?
I mean, I guess like about a year-ish, but I actually tried to get better at it for the last like 3 months.
Yeah.
I
mean-
feel very confident gap hitting with it mostly.
Really? With
Left-handed.
Left-handed.
Yeah.
So you feel more accurate left-handed than right-handed?
So I feel like my release point is really good. My angle control is the part that's bad right now.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's impressive, but also it just shows that usually the younger you start something, the more capable you will be with it. So that's pretty cool that you can start to. How long have you been trying left-handed? Like, do you left-hand putt ever or anything like that if there's an obstacle or no?
So I don't really practice left-hand putting. I don't think there's a use for it. Unlike lefty backhand, like if I hurt my shoulder and I can't throw forehand or something, there is a use for the lefty shot. But I'm never gonna putt left-handed in pretty much any scenario.
That makes sense.
I need to practice forehand though, for like
Forehand-
in a
lefty
bush little
forehand?
outshot. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a lefty forehand would be easier than a lefty backhand, because like the forehand shots, like you can do less foot movement, and like it feels more natural than trying to do like an X step and pull your left hand throw.
Not for me.
Have you found? Oh, do you feel like the backhand is easier than the forehand?
The backhand feels a lot easier and more controlled than like a flick of the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whenever I go forehand, it goes straight to the ground. I have a hard time keeping like a palm up left-handed.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Whereas like lefty backhand, I feel like I'm able to keep my arm pretty level.
Now,
But,
did you ever play baseball?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Are you right-handed? Like, did you bat right-handed?
Yeah, I bat right-handed.
So think about it this way, because my son is a left-hand dominant and he forehands lefty, but backhands righty. And he played baseball, and it's the same thing. When you're left-handed, or Dallas for you, right-handed, you pull through with your left hand. So that motion might be kind of natural if you played baseball. So for him, that's what he said because he's used to batting, left-handed. So he pulls his right arm through. So a right arm backhand was the same motion. But yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're coming from, but when I played baseball, I was not a hitter. That's not what I was good at all. So, like, I mean, maybe there's some of it in there, but definitely not a strong suit for me.
For sure.
Makes sense.
Do you find yourself? So say you got up to a tee box, 300 feet, and you're going to go a right hand shot and a left hand shot. Would you choose the same disc?
No. So my criteria for lefty is it needs to be like pretty flippy, but not too flippy. Because like a normal lefty shot's going to come out on a lot of hyzer Anheuser for me. So I need something that's flippy that can like, since I don't have the same arm speed, I still need something that's going to turn, but not turn into the ground. It still has that stability at the end. So my go-to is either like a lightweight Scorpius or a flippy Wraith.
Flippy
Those
Wraith.
are my lefties.
Okay.
Actually, the Alien is my lefty ace disc. I throw that very, very well.
Have you got an ace left-handed?
Yep, with the Alien.
With the Alien, right on.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I just got a Alien last weekend, and I was so surprised. It's not. It's more of a disc than I thought it was going to be.
Great disc. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
a
pretty
great disc.
straight. When I threw it, like I gave
Mine's
it
beefy.
mine was straight. I got a prototype. I don't know.
The prototypes are the best ones. Yeah. The one where it's like kind of pyramids ish, the stamp.
Yeah, I got the one with like the cross stamp, like the Innova cross stamp.
Oh, those are the worst ones.
What? So what the heck is? So that's not the prototype. What the heck is that?
Actually, I gotta show you. Hey, Mom. Is there any chance you could get my alien for me, please?
So what is the one I have? I threw it like 2 times and it just goes
and the stove.
straightish, but mine wasn't beefy. So is that why?
So, I have like 3 or 4 aliens, all different plastics, and they fly very, very differently. I think that disc mold is just hard to replicate, maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting the other ones.
I wonder if a Sonic is the same way. Is a Sonic pretty
Sonic
unreliable?
It's a little. It's very understable.
Well,
You
no,
gotta
no.
finesse it.
I meant how they mold it. When they mold it, is it hard to do? Oh, yeah, the pyramid.
Which
I have
one?
I have the green one.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
I have
this
that one.
one. What?
The pink one. That's the one I got.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Man, I don't know how to position it towards the camera. So this is the one I got from Paige, and like a week or 2 after throwing it, he was kind of sad that he gave it to me because I threw it so well. I don't know. These like release out of my hand a lot cleaner and a lot smoother. I don't know if there's a difference between anything.
Plastic
But-
feel the same or no?
No. So this one is definitely like a little bit more stiff. I don't know if you can hear like the pop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little bit more gummy, softer. Kind of flatter too. Yeah, it's definitely flatter.
So what
Okay.
shot do you use it for?
I can't compare it to anything, but it would be
Like, why would you pull it out of the bag? Like, do you need a straight shot, something with glide? I don't know what.
pretty much any shot from like 330 and in that I need to just like pinpoint.
You're a monster, Dallas.
Just
What?
left-handed.
Just
pinpoint,
anything. 330
in.
This alien. I can just snipe it.
Do you let it go on some hyzer and it flips up, or how's this thing fly?
So I never like to release it on Annie. Whenever I put it on Annie, it tends to fly very weirdly. I don't know why that is, but if I put it on like this angle, it just like it's weird. I don't know if it's gonna turn or if it's gonna fade out quickly. It's confusing. But if I throw it flat, it'll stay flat for about like 280 and then start to fade out. And then
Doesn't burn on you or anything?
No, definitely not. Paige cannot throw an alien. I don't know why, but his
'Cause he
just like
sucks.
I mean I don't know.
I mean, word on the
Just
street is
turns in.
Paige is just straight garbage, but
Yeah, he's a garbage person.
that's just hearsay. That's just hearsay.
That's not hearsay. It's truth. There's some
mean-
fact to that, Josh.
He saw me throwing this one, so he had these like in his trunk, and he took them out of Blue Lake, threw it like 2 or 3 times, just straight roller every single time. He could not get this to fly.
I feel like I need to find an alien.
You
now,
said it- you
'cause
said
the
he
one I
threw it
have
and
sucks.
It went into a roller when he threw it.
Pretty much, yeah. He could not throw it at all. I
Okay.
think it's because like when you see him throw, he just uses like a lot of torque, kind of,
Mhm.
instead
he's got a
of like
lot
a
of power.
straight full. Yeah, and so
Well,
he's probably
hey,
just
what did-
powering the disc over.
Josh, look in the comments.
Yeah.
Push that up there. Yeah, Sam Benson. He's pretty right.
Which one?
Look at.
I want to see
Hello?
what Sam said.
Yeah,
This one?
Yeah, Paige has no touch.
That's
why he
true.
can't throw it.
That's true.
Sam Benson knows.
But see, like,
Yeah.
I played with Paige, and I feel like Paige has some touch at the shorter shots. I've seen him play. I'll give him a little kudos for that one. I've seen him play with some touch.
That's not how we do things on this podcast, Josh.
I'm sorry. There's a balance. Okay.
Oh,
He's garbage, but he's got a little bit of touch. At
He
about
used to tell me-
35 and in.
He used to tell me he had a lot of touch from like 200 feet in. And that's because he just jump putts from that far. So I don't know if you can count that as touch or not, but
Jump putt 200 feet.
yeah.
So how many aces do you got to your name, Dallas?
I think my mom has that number. How many aces do I have?
Mom.
I mean, yeah, I'll be doing that a lot.
19.
She says
Meatloaf.
19.
19?
Nice. Nice.
gosh.
Every time I get an ace, I report it to her, and she puts it like in the notes app. So
I'm just gonna let you know this, Dallas. You are a very lucky person to have a supportive mom like that.
yeah.
Very lucky person.
Does
Go,
she just
Mom.
drive you around all the time? Yeah, go mom. Go
So
mom.
they play different roles. My dad is like my guy who drives me around, gets me to practice rounds, and does all of that. My mom is like my tournament manager. That's how she
Hell yeah.
describes it.
Love it. Love it. Go, Dad.
Now, do you pick the tournaments and say, Mom, I want to play this one? Or does Mom say, hey, I have you on the schedule for this, this, and this?
There's a lot of times where people come up to me and they're like, "Hey, I saw you're playing in this tournament." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know that." Yeah, she kind of
You
just
are
signs
now.
them up. Yeah.
What is your next tournament, Dallas?
Uh,
Mom.
No,
Mom.
it's. I mean, this week at Trojan.
Okay,
Oh, the
so were
jam
you
and
out there
jellyfish.
practicing? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
jam and jellyfish this weekend.
I'm on feature card, which is gonna be fun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who else is on the feature card with you? Is Paige isn't playing, right?
No, he's TD, so he can't.
Good. Is Collin playing?
Yeah, Colin's playing. He's filming it, but it's his like buddy, friend, or whatever. It's gonna be Scott Withers, Chris Nelson, Justin Anderson, and me.
That's a good
Nice.
card. That's a really good
Yeah.
card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be out there shooting to get out there around 7 a.m. I'm going to help Paige out.
Are you playing, Josh?
No, I'm just going to help Paige. He's kind of
Assistant
running by
TD.
himself. I mean, I'm assistant to the TD.
All right, Dwight Schrute, assistant to the TD.
Paige made it very clear. I'm assistant to the TD. So I'm just going to run around with a green flag, tell everyone they're inbounds.
Just
Well,
really
I don't
screw
care.
up people's days. What is that noise?
What?
What?
What? What is that sound?
So, out of all 19 aces, Dallas, what is your favorite one? What's your favorite ace you got?
Man. I've only had one tournament ace, so I guess that would probably be it. I haven't had any like big aces. I've had like one over 300 feet, I think. The only one over 300 feet was Blue Lake and hole 4, but I think it's listed as like 298, so I don't even think it's over 300.
So it's right under the 300
Yeah.
mark.
So this tournament ace, paint us a picture. What it looked like, what disc you throw, how was the flight?
Kind of hope Colin's listening to this one. No,
Good.
No, it's a joke. I beat him by 1 stroke in this tournament because of that ace. But it was at Dexter, hole
Oh.
13, I think. It's like when you're driving in, it's the very first hole on the
Oh,
left.
yeah,
That kind of like shorty of this small tree right in front of it.
14.
14. I threw my pure, Chris and Tatar zombie stamp pure, and just went in. I don't know. It's just kind of dead straight shot, just barely flew over the tree.
Is there
Heck
like
yeah.
a tree in the way? Is that
Yeah.
what
Very
you said through?
small.
So is it like a horizontal tree or what?
It's like, it's probably a 7-foot tall tree, something like that. Maybe less.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
the hole itself is you have to get out this. It's a pretty big gap. Once you get out there, it just goes into a field, and the basket's out there, and there's a single tree right in front of this basket. And then after the tree, the basket's like what, 15 feet from the tree? 15,
Probably
20 feet?
20 feet, something like that.
Yeah.
I would say it's the easiest hole in the course.
If you don't get a birdie on that hole, like you just gave it a stroke to most of the field.
But you got an ace.
But you got an ace.
That's true.
You got an
Yeah.
ace. And he beat Colin by 1 because of that ace. So that's good.
Colin had like a dead center spit out. Those baskets are not the best. It was like his last hole. He had a 20-footer for birdie, just pull, came straight back.
Was that before
Why-
they switched out the baskets?
Yeah, that was when the project. Did they switch those out?
Yeah, for the Masters, they put disc catchers in,
Oh,
and they
Yeah.
stayed in.
I haven't played since that.
Yeah, it's a welcome change to have that.
What were the old ones, like Prodigies or something?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're so
But I don't know
bad.
what it is about Prodigy baskets. They just love to spit discs out.
Well, you would think they have like vertical and horizontal change. You think they would do a good job of catching, but
They-
they don't.
They catch the really fast ones.
But the really slow ones they reject.
Yeah, kind of like Mach 5s, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's that
Yeah, I
same
noticed
type
that
of
before
thing.
those.
Okay.
All right, Dallas. So, is there a professional disc golfer that you look up to most of all out of everyone in the field, whether it be MPO, FBO?
What's your standard of looking up to?
Well, I guess you probably look up to most of them due to being in 10th grade.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my
I am
goodness!
not that
Dang,
short.
Josh.
It was a joke. I kid.
I hope his parents come on and yell at you.
I'm like
I mean,
5'9".
somebody who you look at their game and you're like, I really respect that person's game, and I want to create my game to resemble something similar. Emulate, kind of emulate.
Let the gym teacher drop some knowledge on you. How's that feel?
So there's a few people that I've tried to like replicate form for sure.
Replicate.
When I'm starting, like when I started first year or two, Paul Macbeth was obviously the person I tried to replicate. Because who out there you're gonna replicate? Recently though, I've been trying to dial in like the Simon spin putt more of, and the Corridon tee shot, like a controlled throw instead of just going fast. Yeah. Especially now it's getting to winter, having that like control just stepping up to the throw like Cole does would be very useful.
Yeah, especially when it starts getting icy. You don't want to do a
Not
crazy
James
run out.
Conrad, it just like running through
Yeah.
and flipping off the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, James has to make sure he lives somewhere that's dry all the time to practice in the winter. Otherwise, he'd be broken. Every winter he would die in the Northwest.
I guess I'm also trying to replicate Chris Dickerson's jump putt a little
His
bit.
jump putt? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, those like 40 footers, like just outside, keeping that back foot on the ground, kind of. Just stepping through it.
Don't they call that like the Euro step putt or something where you like step through or something?
I don't know.
Paige was trying to talk about that one week. It's just Paige
Yeah.
going on tangents. Makes sense.
You know, one forehand that I really admire is Owen Scoggins' forehand. Just get a super overstable disc and just huck that thing. And she's so accurate with it too, the way she throws. But it comes out of the hand looking wrong, but she's just so good with it.
Well,
You know
isn't
what I'm
she
talking
like
about?
only like 5'2" or something, and she just mashes? She's not a very big person, right?
I mean, I don't think she's. I don't. You know what? I wonder if Google will tell us.
I mean, I'm like 6'5", so most people are smaller to me. I don't know. I'm not quite to Lurch stature yet, but
Kevin Hart's 5'2".
Kevin Hart, I love when he's beside the rock. He's a midget.
She's 5'3".
I said 5'2". I was close. My wife's 5'3", so I know my small ladies.
All right.
I
So
feel like Dallas has like construction happening in his home right now.
yeah, there's remodelers.
It's just right behind him, just pounding drywall out.
You know, he's coming up in the world right now, and he's got some remodeling happening.
They're
food
putting a
going
basket. They're putting a basket in his room. They're installing it.
Oh, what's your go-to driver? What's the one you like? Your baby.
For accuracy or distance?
Accuracy.
If we're just talking like I gotta throw dead straight to save my life. I wouldn't say I have one right now. Necessarily. Oh, I guess FD3.
FD3 for dead straight.
Yeah. It's Paige gave it to me. It's really beat in.
So it's probably like an old run. It's not like the newer. What is it? Neo Josh is what their new stuff is.
Yeah.
He would know. I don't.
It's probably like Is it Star like plastic, like Swirly Star?
I'll be back.
He's gonna get it, or he's gonna help with the construction. One of the two. I'm not sure. I hope he comes back in a different outfit. For people who are just listening, he's wearing a suit jacket, a baby blue tie, huge sunglasses, and what is that called? Like a paperboy hat or something? I'd wear one in a wedding.
That's a scientific name for it, for sure.
I feel like it is like the paperboy hat. Google it. And he just left.
I think he went to get the disc. I think he went to.
I feel like that would probably be like what he is doing, but I don't know. Now there's water in this construction project. There's a lot of things happening right now, and I enjoy it.
Well, while we're waiting for him, I'm gonna.
What?
Well, while we're waiting for him, I'm gonna give. Oh nope, you don't get it now. You don't get it.
Oh man, you're gonna do a giveaway. Wait, he's thinking about it. Okay, headphones are in, people. He has a stack of discs. Like, are we just? I have a stack of discs too. Like, are we just showing what's going on?
Okay.
Oh.
So, for like semi-straight, I guess these two. This is a Roadrunner. Got to show that off.
With your own stamp. Nice.
Yeah. That's a good one. Is that newer?
Where do you get that at? Can we buy those?
You can buy these at Disc and Dice.
Disc and Googling it right now.
Oh, what mall is it? What mall is Disc and Dice?
In Troutdale.
Troutdale Mall. That's what it is.
Or you can hit you up.
Or you can hit me up, I guess.
Hit me or mom?
Yeah. Probably my
Nice.
mom. Yeah, that's what it would be.
Yeah, that's a newer stamp though, isn't it? Because I haven't seen that one before.
This is the first run.
Oh, it's the first run. I love it, dude. That turned out so
What is it?
good.
What'd you say? It's a Roadrunner?
Roadrunner, yeah.
And the Halo version, they're a lot more stable than like their other counterparts, right?
This is so when this was made, it was the only disc that super felt good in my hand. This was the first time I've ever thrown a Roadrunner.
Okay.
This is the only Roadrunner I've ever thrown, and I like it.
Yeah, I definitely prefer the Halo ones.
Yeah.
On the Roadrunners, a little more stable than the other ones.
The one problem with it, it's getting too flippy now. So it used to be like just a baby hyzer flip, stay straight. Now if I put on hyzer, it's gonna turn over into an Annie. Still useful though.
Yeah, that's a good shot to have.
Yeah. And then this is the Ep.10 that Paige gave me.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
So it's color glow.
It's a Discmaniac run. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are noticeably more flippy, at least in my experience.
He said this was like his go-to for a month or two, and then he gave it to me. And then for distance or distance control is this Wraith, which also Paige gave to me. Paige has said that since he can't throw discs well, he just gives them to me so he can see the disc fly how they're supposed to.
That's a flattering compliment right there.
That is pretty good.
And Paige's heart grew 10 sizes that day.
It's like the disc golf Grinch.
And then this one, I'm not really throwing right now, but I just want to show off. It's really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Is that like the Casey Pro Toro or something?
I don't know. I just
Is it like pretty stiff?
I would say so. Maybe not.
It's not Casey Pro.
So have you two thrown Toros?
I have.
You have? Have you thrown a Toro, Dallas?
Toro's my go-to stable putter.
Perfect.
Like throwing putter.
Question
Like
for both of
approach
you.
or no?
Approach, yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking for the most overstable variant of the Toro.
Halo.
What? The Halo one?
Yeah.
I just got
Have
one
you
in
tried
vanilla.
that though?
I haven't thrown it yet.
Somebody said the Halo was flippier.
So I've heard that it is just like kind of dumb. But I could be hearing from the wrong person.
Page.
Robert Page.
No,
Yeah, usually
I-
Halo is more stable, you would think.
I personally throw I think it's the Calvin Heimberg Glow Star plastic or something.
What is it? What's the stamp? I'll tell you. Does it have like the sideways bull on it or what? Oh, he's got it.
1 second. There we go.
Here's that one.
Oh, that's the Champ Glow. That's the one I've thrown.
This is the one that I like the most.
Yeah.
This one.
Oh, Josh, this one's signed. Yeah, I like that run too.
But
Yeah, it's signed and I throw it.
beat it.
Give it some mojo.
I felt like I got a little more distance with that than my zone. It was very zone-like to me, but a little bit farther than my zone.
And
But
then
the
if
Toro,
you
so
want
the
a
Toro just
Toro-
feels better in the hand. It just
I don't
feels
know,
better.
man. I love me a good zone now. This feels
What
good.
are you comparing it with? Is it the Alien thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
I don't think they fly the same. They shouldn't.
I compare the Alien to a faster, more glidey Toro.
A Gladiator
It's-
Toro.
It's that overstable?
Sorry. I gotta. My Toro. This is like really, really, really beat it. So, context there. It's
Okay.
not.
Yeah. I was thinking
out of
my
the box
Toro. My Toro goes for a bit. I couldn't imagine throwing the Alien further than it.
This is like about 280 and in, 270 and in.
Okay.
That's about what I use the Toro for.
Oh, and the Alien's like what, 450 and in?
That's
What you
like
said?
330 and in. Yeah.
475 and
Yeah.
shorter.
Yeah. With no
I mean,
run
it's
up,
yeah.
left-handed.
Mm. It's pretty impressive, honestly.
All right. What about your mids? What's your go-to mid? And he disappeared.
Oh my gosh. Jerry Ann.
All right, I'm back.
Oh,
So, I would count this as a slow mid. So this
what
would-
are the speed on aliens? I know they're like a 2 glide. Are they 4 or 5 speed?
It should be a 4.
Okay.
Maybe,
Yeah, that's
maybe
mid territory.
a 5. Yeah,
Just look it up.
it's definitely a slow mid.
Mhm.
And then, if we're actually counting mid ranges, these are the only two that I like actually throw. Svea,
Svea.
yeah, or Svea. I don't know which one is right. This is very, very, very understable. I throw it on like a lot of hyzer like that, and it
Mhm.
flips up and then just never comes back. Keeps on drifting to the right. Very useful, but definitely a utility disc. And then my Buzz. Very nice die. What's
I
the
feel
guy's
like I
name?
need to try a buzz again. I feel like I never gave the buzz enough of a chance.
Functional discs.
So the die is from Functional Discs. It's a very
Okay.
cool die. He found it
Yeah.
in the lake at Camp Serene and dyed it for me free charge. It's very cool.
Free disc or the best disc?
And because it was in a lake for so long, it's flippy. And so this is like another hyzer flip to slight turn, maybe. Very controllable.
This one lived in Camp Serene's Lake for the whole winter, and it came back like with some weird colors in it from that lake.
And then this is another one that Paige gave me. Pathfinder.
Mm.
Love it. How you liking that disc?
That's from Sun Kings, right?
That stamp?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying I thought I had one of those.
It's not as stable as I want it to be.
Yeah.
But other than that, it flies really nice. Don't know for sure if it's making the bag yet, though.
Yeah, what I found like for stability, the Eric Oakley, the Ethos one, that one's pretty stable for me. I got it in purple. I'm not sure, like I haven't tried much colors, but the purple one is actually pretty stable for me. It gives me some good fade. And I have like an ethereal one, like this one. This one's got pretty good fade at the end. I love the Pathfinders. That's like It's my go-to. I can just live with that one disc
I like
and
the
just
Pathfinder.
do most courses. I don't know about Trojan, but I can do most courses in our area with that disc. What is that? Is that?
That's George Costanza, baby. The Summer of George. It's a compass. I got it. I traded somebody on the lounge for it, and I'd never thrown a compass, but it's very nice. I can throw it on a little bit of a hyzer, flips up, goes straight, and comes back. I've hit basket twice. I've almost had my ace with it. Summer of George, baby.
Have you watched any of the MVP Open, Dallas?
Don't say anything. I
That's
I was going to during school,
the
but
best time to watch.
I would have only been able to listen to it, and so I
Yeah.
want to see the visuals. Haven't seen it.
Just tell your teacher, hey, I'm watching something here.
All right. Without talking about it, do you have a prediction of who's going to win MPO and who's going to win FPO?
Me?
Uh-huh.
Okay. My sneaky pick. I guess it's not really a sneaky pick, but Ricky Wysocki would be my
Okay.
probably number one. I think he's been, in my eyes, a little bit off this year, and I think he's going to make a final charge towards the end of the year.
Mhm.
And he's pretty good in the woods once he's dialed in.
There's a correction. It's predictions and then also who you want to win.
Who
So
I
who you
want
think
to
No,
is
it
win?
just
gonna
says who you want. Don't say who
Okay.
you want to win. Just who you want.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, predictions and who you want.
Who I want to win is Simon and Cole.
Simon. Well, do you
Yeah.
think it's kind of messed up? Simon's not on the lead card for like MVP, and it's there open.
He's the one who said that he doesn't want to be on feature card.
All right, Simon's a good dude.
Yeah. He's on feature card a lot, so I can understand it. But at the same time, I think anyone who wins at that tournament should be on feature card the next year. But I don't know. It's fun.
Is he going to throw what's his new disc? Like the time lapse?
Time lapse.
People are going nuts over that. Like there's only like 10 of those getting dropped at each realtor or something.
Yeah.
Retailer, not realtor. They're not selling.
That's
homes.
realtors can carry them too if they
If
have
a
the
realtor,
proper-
get this, like if you sold homes and left like disc in a home, I'd buy a house.
or both, like take someone to see a house, be like, oh, you don't like this one? All right, well check out this disc. You know,
And then you sell a disc. Either way, I'm making sales right there.
right? That's just good business.
Dallas, you think you're
what
going to throw one of those time lapse?
I mean, I'm not going to buy it immediately. I'll just wait until they're ran a little bit more and they're not as expensive.
I don't think they're ever not going to be $40 because that's like the MSRP on it, and it's ridiculous. And I don't know. I've paid a lot more than $40 for a disc, but not one that I'm going to instantly go throw.
Well, Paige will probably get like 6 of them and then not like it. So I might just be able to snap.
I don't know, man. I think there are only like 10 of them at each dealer. I don't know if he's getting 6. Well, he might get 6.
Yeah, he'll find a way.
All right, wait. We got to do FPO.
Yep.
It's probably someone get mad. It's probably Jerry Ann.
So who I want to win is Cat Merch.
Okay.
I want Cat to win this one. Ella Hansen, obviously, but that's just like kind of the hometown pick. I don't think she will. It's hard not to pick against Kristen, no matter what. But hasn't she like been not playing as much recently?
Worlds, you mean?
I don't know. I'm still picking Kristen to win, though. Kind of have to.
Okay.
I feel like FPO, that would be, if anyone ever said, even if she's not there, I'd still pick Kristen. I feel like she would somehow still win. But she's
who I
just
think-
dominant.
Who I think will win FPO and who I want to win are the same exact person. Just because I got
Missy
so much hope in her.
Gannon?
Missy Gannon.
I do like Missy Gannon. I like Missy Gannon.
Dude, she's my one of my faves.
You've always liked Missy Gannon.
I did.
Has she won anything this year at all? I feel like with Kristen Tatar, it's just like she's always been second place, which
Let's
is
find out, you know what?
not bad.
And then MPO, who I want to win MPO, I would say I really want James Proctor to just have one. He's been so close so many times. I really would love to see him get a W. Who I think is going to
Proctologist.
win? I think Simon's going to go back to back. I think he's going to do it.
Let's see. Players. Let's see the players. All right. For me, MPO, who I want to win, I want Simon to win. I want Simon to be. I just feel like it just would be right in the world. Who I think is going to win? I kind of feel. You know what? What if Macbeth has his swan song here and just
Is he
goes
playing?
all out? Is he?
He's
I don't
not-
know.
No.
Well, then
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know Macbeth is not playing.
No. But
He said he wasn't playing another tournament for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
He's
see,
not-
look
yeah.
at this. I'm looking on the players, and that was event history. Well, I'm a moron. This
and
is
while you're
why-
looking, Missy won Ledgestone.
Okay.
Yeah, she won
Okay.
Ledgestone. And then she, got second in Worlds, but no big deal.
You know what? I'm going to say Simon is Simon. I want him to win, and I think he's going to win. How about that? And then there's a cat. As far as who for FPO, I feel like you can't go wrong with Tatar. And I'm going to join Josh. I want Missy Gannon to win one. I'll jump on the Missy Gannon train. I think she's
Fuck yeah.
played her heart out this year, and it's tough when you're facing Tatar.
Yeah, but also I don't know. Missy just has some good vibes. Like every shot she does, regardless if it's bad, good, it's always ended with a smile. She's always smiling. She's really fun to watch. Well, let's see.
I was going to say,
getting-
when Josh, when you're talking about Missy Gannon, Dallas, how do you keep a straight head, or how do you keep your mental game intact when you're out there?
Great question.
A lot of people know I'm not the best person to go to for advice of keeping mental game. I'm not the best at it. That's probably a sign that I really need to work on. But I don't know. I don't really think of anything. I guess taking a deep breath every single shot is something that tries to relax me, calm me a little bit. Focus on the next shot no matter what. Even if I'm really angry, I still have to focus on the next shot.
Okay. Well, you're also a young man. It's going to be people are just going to be thrust into the game and able to do that. That's a skill. Just like you learn how to throw left-handed and right-handed, learning how to deal with the mental aspect of playing a professional sport is going to be pretty challenging for adults and young people too. Josh, what about you? What do you do when you try and stay calm?
I kind of have this mentality when I go into a round, whether it be a tournament or casual, where I'm just there to play some disc golf. And there's some days that are just really, really poor performance. But I'm out there sometimes with my buddies and sometimes in a tournament with 3 new buddies. I like to have fun on my cards. I'm not there to win. That's not my goal. My goal is just to go out there, play some disc golf with some new people, maybe see somebody try something new that I've never tried before and be like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to try that next time. I don't know. I do it for the experience. I'm a social butterfly. So tournaments are just a good way to go talk disc golf for several hours with people that are new, have new insights. It's a great sport. That's why I do it.
There you go. That's probably. I'm similar. When I go out and play with my son, and he's 10 years old, and he can get very frustrated, missing something or missing a putt. And my philosophy on it is the worst day of disc golf is better than the best day of working. Or, I'm out there. I always tell my son, like, hey, we're outside in nature. We're having fun. Like, no one's hurt. You're not going to die from this. Like, enjoy the sport for what it is. Be competitive, want to win, but at the same time, realize, like, even look at the disparity between winners of all the competitions this year. You're not going to win every tournament. You're not going to win every round. Sometimes your best is -10, and sometimes your best is +1. So it's a important part I'm trying to teach him while still enjoying it myself.
Yeah, I feel that.
Uh-oh. Dallas is slowly taking bits of his wardrobe off. Hat, and it looks like the arms are out of the jacket.
To just listen to this. So with that said, we're at the top. We're getting close to the top of the hour. So let's go ahead and hit our final thoughts. Let's go ahead and hit our final thoughts. I'll start with you, Dallas.
What?
Your final thoughts.
Give us your final thought. You've been here before.
Man, I wasn't prepared for this. Like, why don't you go first?
Okay. You know what? I'll go first. So last weekend, I went into a tournament, a 3-round event, and I came out. I was sick for about a week. Are you? Let's see. Is everyone frozen, or is it just me? Oh, you're not frozen. You're all sitting real still. I'm like, is everyone frozen? So I was sick for about a little bit less than a week, and then I got a little bit. I got better on Thursday. Tournaments on Saturday. I had the energy. I've been looking forward to this event. I went and played round 1. I did okay, but after round 1, my energy is just gone. I haven't, didn't sleep well all week. I played the worst rating I've ever done in a tournament last weekend. But what I got out of it was some of the funnest cards I have ever played with. We had a blast round 2. Round 3 was a lot of fun. Even with myself having a performance that low, I just look for all the highlights. I had some shots where just solid drive or crazy up shot that just landed perfectly, and I just focused on those and just let go of the rest. And I had a great time. I've had people reach out to me afterwards like, "Hey, Saul, what happened? I'm so sorry. How you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing absolutely wonderful. I had a great time. The weather was nice. I can't complain. I went out there. I did my best in that situation, and that's how I get through hard rounds. I just walk it off. That's why I like Missy so much, because I feel like it should be really hard to have a bad round, because she's just always smiling, and so I like to emulate her. Yeah, that's the final thought.
It's not bad. Dallas, you ready yet?
Man, I don't know my final thoughts about. I'm excited to finish this year on a nice tournament stretch. I think this last month or something are some big tournaments coming up. One of my goals for them is trying to keep that level head, trying to work on that, just keep it light and fun. I don't know what else. Yeah.
He's done after a long day of school.
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on, man. Be excited. Paige isn't here. Let it all out. That's what I'm excited for.
Yes. We're all excited for
that. Yeah, we had a night plan. What in the world was that?
Construction.
Oh. So Yeah, we had a night we were supposed to have Collin tonight from CH Sports. We had Dallas. We had no Page, so we were supposed to have a very low key evening without any aggression or rage. And then Page messed it all up. But it was my final thought. It was enjoyable to have Dallas on here. It's always nice to have a different perspective. Someone who's out there touring, doing the grind, and also just having a different age perspective. So I think Josh and I were pretty close in age, and we've probably see the game a little bit differently now. So it's always cool to hear how you do things like throwing aliens 500 feet.
550
and in. So I'm down for that. It was great having you. Thanks for coming out, dressing up for us, Dallas. Good luck on your next tournament at Trojan.
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh, what is happening, y'all?
Cool. So while we're at it, let's go ahead and shout out to our sponsor who was here for a few seconds. We're streaming now on CH Sports. They're our place to stream on YouTube, and they're a proud sponsor of us. So thank you, Collin, for all that you do, and check out CH Sports if you have time. So with that said, thank you both for being here, especially you, Dallas. It's always a pleasure to catch up. And for everyone else out there, thank you for listening, and keep jamming in the rough. Have a good night, guys.